Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another one, and of course, this is some newly dropped news. Of course, Marvel Phase 4 movies. Well, I can't really even say Marvel Phase 4 movies. I can say movies and stuff that they're gonna have on the Disney Plus service because they dropped a lot of tidbits. But of course, we all know they're still holding back some information for particular movies that they probably will not be speaking on until they have that Disney D23 Expo that they have every year. Because you don't think Disney is going to let Marvel Studios come in and drop all the good information at Comic Con. Of course, they're going to hold back some stuff and have it at D23. But the stuff we did get to see, so far at least, is now they've officially announced Eternals, which is going to come out November 6, 2020. And of course, you have Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, and a host of other people. And they even have Brian Tyree Henry and Selma Hayek in this film. So that should be interesting to see what Marvel's going to put on that spin of dealing with these particular characters. A lot of people don't know about the Eternals in the comic book, but if you read like Avengers over the years, you've seen the characters like Cersei or like other characters in different storylines, but we'll see what they had to offer with that. They got a good cast, so it should actually turn out all right. We'll see. They also talked about that new Falcon and Winter Soldier television series for Disney Plus. You won't be catching that though until like next year, 2020, around fall. So it'll be a minute, but at least we got some more information on it. And they finally released the title for the new Shang-Chi movie. You know, Shang-Chi from the comic books, Master of Kung Fu and whatnot. I used to like those books back in the day. And it's going to be called Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So, should be interesting. I know Aquafina and Tony Leung is in it. Yeah, I'm familiar with those two actors. There's some new guy, Simu Liu. Simu Liu. Hope I'm actually pronouncing that correctly. Don't know too much about him, so it should be interesting to see a new face actually getting a chance to play in a bigger role, especially in a Marvel film. Then, of course, you have that WandaVision television show that will have, of course, the Scarlet Witch and Vision in it. The one thing that's interesting about this is that Tiana Paris will also be in this, but she will be playing Monica Rambeau. You know, the little girl from Captain Marvel. She'll be playing the grown version of her. And of course, if you're familiar with any comic books, you know that that was originally the first female to take on the moniker of Captain Marvel. So will she end up getting her powers, what they call a photon? I don't know. Time to tell. And of course, you also have the Loki television series, and we specifically know that this version of Loki is the one from Endgame who ran off with the stone and escaped. So, our Loki is still dead. This is the Loki from the other timeline who's still alive. So, that got cleared up. And the new Doctor Strange movie is actually called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So, of course, he's going to be dealing with Nightmare and some other factors. So, that should also be interesting to check out. See what Doctor Strange just get herself into. And more streaming service shows. They've officially announced What If. If you're not familiar with What If was a series of comic books that Marvel had where they did different scenarios, like what if Tony Stark never became Iron Man? What if Steve Rogers would have died at a certain time? Or what if Wolverine would have did this? I used to love reading those damn comic books. But now they're going to have an animated series of it, and they're going to be using all the actors that they used in the MCU movies to do the voices of their characters in the What If series. So I'm actually down for that. That was the one thing I was surprised that they were actually doing. If they're doing an animated version, you don't have to worry about the budget being too constructed as long as they keep the storylines adult, aka not kiddie at all. I'm willing to watch that. And they also announced the Hawkeye series. There was a rumor for that for a while. We all knew that was eventually going to pop up, and it popped up. But one thing that caught me off guard is that they're actually doing the Thor movie which we already know got announced, but it's going to be called Love and Thunder. And it's supposed to actually have Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, and she becomes Thor. Now, the only reason this is going to probably end up working out is because she'll probably end up with Mjolnir. And of course, Chris Hemsworth will probably still have a Stormbreaker, so should be an interesting combination. Of course, you know they're going to bring Tessa Thompson back as Valkyrie to help headline this one. So we'll see what we get out of that. Probably more comedy. More than likely more comedy in that one. And of course, Black Widow, which is going to drop May 1st, 2020. We knew they were filming this. They didn't want to talk about it too much, but we knew it was going down. So finally, a Black Widow film. The person who should have actually got a film before Captain Marvel, in my opinion, but hey, that's just me. But the most exciting thing that caught me off guard from the news that they did release was that we actually are getting a new Blade. And of course, it's being played by Mahershala Ali. Of course, you've seen Mahershala Ali in a lot of stuff. You saw him in season 3 of True Detective. Hell, you saw him on Luke Cage's Cottonmouth. He's been in a lot of stuff over the years. I appreciate his acting ability. I like pretty much damn near everything I've actually seen him in. So finding out that he's the new Blade, that's great. Now, but there's one more thing I need of this. The one thing I need is I gotta have some type of cameo, some type of part played by Wesley Snipes. They gotta include Wesley Snipes in here somehow. He's gotta be a part of this. Yes, I'm excited about Mahershala Ali being a new Blade, but I need Wesley Snipes somewhere in this new film. He has to play some part. Hell, if they want to, make Wesley Snipes the new Whistler. Make him the new Whistler, make him a villain, make him a cameo, do some type of reference. I need it. I need him to be part of this project. But that's pretty much all of the stuff. I skipped details on a lot of stuff, but that's pretty much everything they announced, because Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, all that kind of stuff, they're not going to drop that information into the D23 Expo, the Disney Expo, because, of course, they're going to save the best stuff for last for themselves. So I don't blame them. You got your own entertainment convention coming up where you do your presentations on your upcoming projects and things you have in the works. Of course, they're going to save all that stuff for that. And more than likely, they're going to bust some trailers out on us at D23. But that's about it for my little Marvel Phase 4 wrap-up from Comic-Con and the information that has been sprinkled out to us. But otherwise than that, let me know what you think about all this new information from Marvel with these movies. The only thing I'm really excited about is that Blade. Everything else, we got leaks. We knew was coming. I think the only other thing that I didn't probably get a leak of information on was probably that Natalie Portman was coming back to play Jane Foster, and she will end up being Thor, like in the comic books. But that Blade, I'm excited for that. That has me hyped. That and down the line, I get some more information on Black Panther 2. And plus, I like that Tiana Paris is actually playing Monica Rambeau. I just hope when they transition, I think she's supposed to play her on the WandaVision show, but I just hope when they transition into Captain Marvel 2, if she's in that, which she more than likely will be, that she actually has her powers. I think that'll be the proper homage to the character who actually took on the mantle of the female Captain Marvel first. And Monica Rambeau was the first female leader of the Avengers. So yeah, how about that? But otherwise than that, let me know what you all think about everything that's transpired with this information. And otherwise than that, I will catch you all in the next one. All right, everybody.